Okay, I'm here with Eloise Peabody-Rolf
Yep.
from the Institute of Advanced Motorists. And you're the young ambassador, is that correct?
Yes, I'm the young driver ambassador.
Young driver ambassador. And tell me, what does that actually mean then to be a young driver ambassador?
So essentially I did my advanced driving test when I was 17, 7 weeks after my normal driving test.
Wow.
And I decided, okay, I want to do my advanced driving test from my work with the Under 17 Car Club before.
Yeah.
And that meant that actually I thought, you know what, I want to help encourage other young drivers to be part of IAM Road Smart and improve their driving. So that's what being a young driver.
17 is very young to be able to do the test. What does that actually involve doing the test?
So it's a number of things. You're looking at basically improving your driving and making you better and safer. So we use things like information, position, speed, gear, acceleration. So all those things to encourage us to look ahead and be smoother drivers as well. And we do things like talking about what we're looking at and what we're going to do from that. And it's just one of those things that it makes you have more fun whilst you're driving as well.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that it's a major problem for young drivers, you know, in terms of accidents and mobile phone usage that we hear about? What do you think are the main issues?
1 in 5 will have a crash within their first year, and the year you learn to drive is the most dangerous year of your life. So we're a huge vulnerable audience. And therefore there are certain things which contribute to these, and quite often it's one, inexperience, that they will often come across something which they've never seen before, and therefore actually going and doing schemes such as the advanced driving test or anything else post-test which will help you and help improve your driving. Or we also look at pre-licensed driving as well, so before 17. That will really help.
Okay, so yeah, taking some driving lessons actually off-road before you even get on the road.
Yeah, IAM Road Smart supports Under 17 Car Club as well, which is aimed at 11 to 17-year-olds. And it's basically giving them the skills so that when they get out on the road they have more experience and they know how to look for certain situations. And although they may not have come across it on the road and had road experience, they've actually already looked at it before, or they know the workings behind it, so that when they come across a situation they can process it through their mind instead of just guessing.
Yeah. And obviously in terms of technology, we read a lot about the mobile phone problem in cars. I mean, obviously that's not just exclusively young drivers, but do you think young drivers are maybe more tempted to use their mobile phone or take more risks?
Yeah, I think the thing is, for young people, I will admit that I will get up in the morning and the first thing I do is check my phone before I even get out of bed.
You're not the only one. I do that too.
And it's one of those things that actually, you getting on that mobile phone, I walk and text, I do so many things, and being able to text on various forms of social media. And a lot of the young people's lives is checking in and out of social media. That's what I do most of the day. So I think in that aspect, because we go on it so much, it seems like, oh well, I can walk and text, I can multitask, but actually the problem is that driving is multitasking itself. You're looking at the road ahead, you're also processing in your mind the next step you're going to do, etc. That actually you can't multitask in driving and multitask with driving and doing something else, and I think that's the problem.
Because the point is that if you look away from the road for a couple of seconds, you could have travelled an awful long distance in that time and potentially crash into another car if you're looking at a screen.
Most definitely, because you're not paying attention to something which is happening ahead of you, then when you do look up, it's something where you haven't planned or prepared for what's going to happen next. So quite often it's a quick reaction and oh my gosh, I've got to slam on the brakes, which can also affect you behind as well. So
absolutely. So tell me about this day today. I mean, obviously this is organised by Ford, but what are they going to be doing here today?
So at the moment, I believe there are various stands which are going to happen, and they're looking at things like drink driving and the effects of that, but also just various skills, and giving them an opportunity to practice those skills so that when they come across it on the road, they know, or they have a better idea of how to handle it. Because as you know, quite often something will happen so quickly that you've got to do it on instinct. You can't go, oh, let me think about what was written in the highway code, etc. You can't weigh up the pros and cons in that instant.
Okay, all right. And if people want to find out more about your organisation, you've got a website, have you?
Yes, so it's www.iamroadsmart.com.
And if they take this test, do they then get money off their car insurance, or are there any benefits like that?
So we offer, you can tick the advanced driving test box, and some insurance people will offer discounts. We also have a link with a company called Surety, and they offer insurance discounts just for IAM members as well.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you
Eloise.
very
Thank you.
much.